What is going on, folks? We are live right here on Twitch. If you guys watch me live on Twitch, this is like the early access before it becomes available as a rerun on my YouTube channel. If you guys are watching me on YouTube, welcome to the rerun, where for this episode we are getting back with playing Aurora Hills. Playlist episode number 2, Aurora Hills Chapter 2. Before we get started, guys, I just want to say I actually want to apologize for an earlier video that was released on the rerun. That would be the first Sunday of April 2026. If you guys have been keeping up with the channel, I did mention when I was playing Meridian 157 that we are on standby for Aurora Hills until the next chapter is available. And I stand corrected. Shortly after the live Twitch streaming of me playing Meridian 157, the prologue, not too far much after, Aurora Hills Chapter 2 was just released. And now we are here. And we're going to play Aurora Hills Chapter 2, folks. We're going to go ahead and dive right into it. And by the time this rerun is available, this is probably going to be one of the widespan releases that we ever had in a single Saturday. You know, that would be The Room, then Meridian 157, and now Aurora Hills. Alrighty, folks, with that being said, if you guys want to support, you can support at the bottom of your screen. Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal. I said VenPal. Or if you want to utilize the sponsor at the top of the screen, if you currently don't have the space to support, you can download the Ember app with the invitation code. You don't have to manually punch in the code. You can utilize the code at the description box at the bottom of the screen, where we could be virtual Bitcoin mining business partners. Mine Satoshi, mine Bitcoin 24/7, 365. Play, win, earn. Alrighty, folks. I don't want to say too much else. I want to go ahead and dive right into it. Wow. So, Aurora Hills Chapter 2, folks. What are we going to expect this time around? Well, pretty much just to recap from the story, since with Chapter 1, if I can remember off the top of my head, I was starting off as a ranger and proceeding towards Aurora Hills, and then looking for a co-worker who went missing in the woods, or not necessarily missing, but just went on a long stretch. And then at the end of Chapter 1, spoiler alert, there was a tent, and where we thought the co-worker, the fellow ranger, was there, and there was evidence of a bear activity in that camping tent. Let's see where this leads us from this point forward, fellas. Chapter 2, folks, and away we go. Difficulty. Let's see, puzzles a little easier. Hints enabled helps, well, and can be changed later in settings. Let's see. We are going to go with hard. Puzzle will be more difficult. Hints disabled, no help with puzzles. Can be changed in later settings. Well, you got to make it the puzzles harder just to make it much more interesting, folks. Don't you think? Let's go. Previously on Aurora Hills.
There is still no sign of 28-year-old Patrick Murphy, who went missing in Aurora Hills National Park last week. Local law enforcement, alongside park officials, have been searching the area where he was last seen, but haven't found any traces of him. This marks the latest in a series of 14 similar disappearances in the Aurora Hills region over the past 2 years. So far, none of the now missing 15 people have been found.
Ooh. All right. Here's where we left off. Jen's campsite. The campsite is ransacked, with Jen nowhere to be found. Where did she go? Some clues around here might help me. Alright, that's going to be our first puzzle at the beginning, folks. We have a 4-digit combination. Let's see. Let's go and look around for a little bit. I'll get lost wandering into the forest. I should look for clues around the camp to find out what happened here. Okay. So, can't go any further. Probably this is 12/18, 1947, huh? Let's see. 12/18, 1947, huh? Okay. Hitting a stalemate so far. Bunch of supplies. No, let's see. Okay. I will tell you this, folks, and I think I've said this before. One of the most predictable things with just about any puzzle you play whatsoever, if you are seeing some sort of picture element whatsoever in any puzzle game, it's just not there just for looks. It's there for a reason. So with that being said, I'm curious if the campfire is part of that puzzle or that next clue that I'm looking for, but I can't seem to find it. Let's see. Cool, we're in. Alright. October 6, 1989, I found a suitable place to make camp right by a deer trail. By the looks of it, I left some clues for Ethan back on the trailhead. Hopefully he finds them and meets me here. If not, I'll head back soon. I don't want to be out alone for too long. I'm going to look around in the meantime. P.S. I looked around and found what looks like an illegal trapper cabin close by. I couldn't see anyone. I couldn't see anyone around, but the place looks lived in. Does the owner have something to do with the disappearances? I want to head back to the trailhead shortly. I don't like being out here alone. I've taken some photos with landmarks describing how to get there so we can investigate later. Okay. We got a rocky outcrop. Log across Raven. Bleached dead tree. Trapper cabin. Six. Okay. Shiny and metallic, but can't quite tell what it is. Alright, well. So I have to proceed with caution. We have another puzzle. Oh sure, it's a puzzle game, but I'm just inviting myself into the cabin. That's too high. Ironclad vaults. Huh? Lots of puzzles going on. Okay. 10 pieces must have been broken during the scuffle. Okay, so looks like we have I can't think of the verbiage in my head. Okay, but Jen's been in here. Ain't that something? Alright, look around for a bit. Okay, another puzzle. The spigot. We have a clue. Okay, this will be our clue. It's going to be start from the center, work our way up. Oh man. Hold on. Okay. Looks like I hit a stalemate here. May have to come back to this one. But for now, let's look around a little bit more. Okay. We have a treehouse. Or treehouse or tower. Someone tied the burlap sack up this tree. I wonder what's inside it. That's a very good question. This path goes on far to the mountain. I should look around for the time being. Yep, I agree. Okay, I think this puzzle will take priority. Probably should have started with this this puzzle as puzzle number 2. Yeah. Okay. Figure something out. Okay, so I need to figure out how to get that purple one out of there. Start with the green. Green. Okay, so that purple has to be all the way in the back. Purple. Alright, purple, yellow. Okay, making some progress. Hold up. Swap. Red. Green. Red. Okay, we are in. Is that right? Got a coat hanger. Okay, we got a reindeer with a 6 and a bunny with a 4. Okay, now that's just a butterfly. Let's see. I can't seem to be getting anywhere. Dang. Yeah. Like I mentioned earlier, you don't just put that up there for no reason. There's a reason I'm seeing that. Okay. Well, I guess there's no poking it with the thing. Okay, process of elimination. Let's see, hold on a minute. And all dried up. No. Hold on a minute. Well, it looks like process of elimination. I'm stuck here until I get that safe open. if you guys see what I'm doing right here, so instead of clicking on the puzzle area with the dots, I'm going to try it the other way around, see if that was the way to do it the whole time. One, two, three, four, five. Stalemate. I'm missing something here. Okay, should have done that this whole time. Okay, alright, we're in the attic. Guess the attic functions as any other long-term storage space. Ah, we have our next clue. Okay. I bet they do. Huh. Ain't that something? Alright, so far so good. So we have a deer, a rabbit, and a birdhouse, all with interesting numbers. We'll find out soon enough what puzzle it connects with. And I think our next go-to clue is going to be that door. Got the pointy tips going on there. More or less. Yeah, a little bit flaky. Yeah, a little bit on the flaky side. Let's see, got those two pointy ends on both sides on the bottom half of the butterfly, and you got some flaky tips on the top half. Okay, and move over to the white. We got a little bit of a smoother edge going on here. And the red one, ooh, like a firefly butterfly. Got some 1, 2, 3 side pointy tips going on there. Okay, so we got the 4. Go back to the white one. it's right where it's supposed to be. We're in. Whew, man. Lots of old junk here. Yeah, you telling me. There could be some useful things in this cabinet. I'll need to get it open. Dang it. Okay. I think we know where that goes. Okay, access free. A rope ladder should be useful. Okay, we're now inside the treehouse. Ain't that something? No, wait, hold on. I had a brain fart. That's going to be a 6. Four. 8. And process of elimination, assuming that the 4, the 8, and the 6 are correct. The 4 with the bear claw. Work your way down. Interesting. Incorrect. harder. Okay, yes, okay. Whoopsie daisy. Okay, 4 square. 8 circle. 6 pen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hexagon. Ooh. Well, process of elimination, I shouldn't take that long just trying to blind guess that one I don't have the picture for. So we'll start with 0. Start with the circle. Okay. All right, we're in. Okay, there's your spigot. Wait, hold. You have got to be kidding me. Are you serious? I was struggling this whole time. Yeah. So that whole time, that really wasn't the key. Okay. Alright, put some water in there. Alright. Okay, we got the water. Okay, so I'm actually overlooking something else too. Maybe it's both. Okay, let's make this easy. Okay, now we got both targets together. Okay, So far, out of all the puzzles, this is probably going to be the toughest one. One, two, okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we got all 9. Alright, we are in. Whew! Man. A small ornate key. Alright. The rock. Yeah, it's right outside. What we got here? Hex key. Only the hex key. Alright. Well, ain't that something? Okay. Ah, I see. You gotta put the red and the blue over to the other side, but you can't use the same space twice. Okay? Okay. Let's try a different approach. The hunters... Oh wait, let's get back to that later. Oops. Hmm. I feel like I'm missing something. Let's take a break from this. The hunter's perch gives me a great view of the surrounding hills. However, I can't see any major landmarks. A nautical view, like a pair of binoculars or telescope, might help me see farther in the distance. Okay, probably my binoculars is going to be in this closet. Okay. Now, looking at the pattern, let's see. I feel like you see that X up top, guys? I feel like that's going to help me out a lot here. Whoops. Okay, we're in. Spade, great. The spade head is missing. Some rust. The The spade is busted. Hold up a minute. Wow. You got me. What's it doing down there? Okay. Okay. Looks like we got ourselves a classic puzzle. Okay, that's going to be the ground. Yeah. Pretty much start with what appears to be the grass or the dirt and then work your way up. That's going to be your ground somewhere. Okay. Let's see. It looks like I'm in a bit of a stalemate here. Okay, so the trees extends over the picture bordering from the bottom half of the trees. So, okay. Okay, I am close. Close. I think. Okay, we're in. All right. Picked up an old key. Nothing else useful, only the key. All right. Whew. Okay. Let's see. What else do we got left here? Okay. Process of elimination. Lots of old junk. I think we're done with this room. I think it's going to be that one door that's inside the cabin. Okay. We're in the cellar. And we have yet another puzzle. A near empty box of matches. There's only a couple left. Huh. And that was from the puzzle from earlier that I was able to utilize in advance the process of elimination. I wasn't supposed to solve that puzzle yet. Wow. Did I break the system? I guess while we're waiting for the water to boil, we'll see what else is here. That's the thing. I don't know what to do with the hot water. Are you seeing this? Look at the stove. That appears to be another clue. Probably to our puzzle downstairs. Very interesting. I'm going to see if it matches. Doesn't look like it, but I guess it's worth a try, you know. It's just that those patterns, you just don't see it out there for you just don't you know it's just not there for no reason, you know. What's this? Okay. Let me take a look at those numbers again. Eight. Zero. 4. Ha ha ha! Alright, we're in. Ain't that something? We have a rifle scope. 25 magnification. Alright. Wow, this actually reminds me of Meridian 157 prologue. I think we are looking for the tower. There it is. Let's go. Okay. We are at the lake. Okay. Some logs likely used in sawmills. There's a lot of abandoned logging camps in this area. I wonder if there's one nearby. A logging camp. Empty jerry can. The sluice gate is closed up. Wow. Looks very man-made. Another puzzle. Okay. We have Power Projects scorecard. Well, this game is showing me this for a reason, so I'm going to take a picture. Let's see. This piece of flint. It looks like a standard 5-card poker hand, but it's missing a card. Fire striker for creating sparks and igniting fires. Okay, found that. Either a community was secretly being developed here, or these are some old buildings from decades ago. Crimson Valley Logging Camp Information Board. Okay, that has to be of some significance. Okay. And we have a number padlock. Is it? Okay, we got one of those puzzles. Looks like the same one from almost the same one from the elevator, the final puzzle in Meridian 157 Prologue. With a slight little tune, it appears. Okay. 3. Let's see. Okay, let's restart. pretty much what I'm trying to figure out is what spaces are open so I can move on to the next spot that I haven't got to in this puzzle. It is challenging, but that's what happens when you put it on hard, huh? Yeah. Gotta move somewhere. I'm looking at this puzzle right. Yeah, I barely moved. Let's see. Okay, we are in. Alright, picked up a wood saw. I'd like to think this goes to the wood so I can clear out that jam. We'll get back to that, I guess. Well, this puzzle, the gears are not even moving, so it's not working, period. Hold on a minute. Gotta find some fuel. 1, 5, 10, 16. Can't be that easy. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. If I'm looking at this right, 4, 5, 06. We'll get back to that one. This truss bridge is ancient, but the fence looks more recent. Is that right? 3 keys open padlock. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I am finding something here. 1 plus 5 plus 10 equals 16. Okay. Well, these are just numbers. One plus 4, 5 plus 5, three, no, it can't be that easy. One, 5, 1016. Yeah, I think I need to look for more clues somewhere. I'm just pretty much guessing at this point. Let's see. Well, a lot of ground to cover. Oh. Well, hello, I have the saw right here. Hmm. 3, 5. Let's see if it pertains to this. I doubt it. It's worth checking. Nah. Backtrack a bit. We're in. Dart. $1964, huh? Let's take a look back there, back of the border potty. That does nothing. It is a long shot, but I'm thinking 8-4, King 6-10. Yeah, that doesn't correlate with anything. Five, 2, 6. Ace of diamonds. We're gonna have to start clearing up some space here. That can go, that can go, that can go. Okay. 3, 8, 5, ace and a queen. See that, guys? Hmm. Missed this area. Oh, the wooden bucket. Okay, so we got a whole plethora of puzzles. We got to figure out how to solve what we already have seen for ourselves. Yeah, it's all over the place. Let's go back to that door. Let's see, 1, 5, 10, 16. Let's see. I'm missing something here. I am absolutely missing something. Well, just like I mentioned before, if you see something in the game, it's not there for no reason. Hold up a minute. One, 5, 10, 16. Let's see where this goes. 1, 5, 10, 16. You guys see that on the dartboard? So I do see a pattern. 1, 5, 10, 16. I am getting 6 digits. So 20, 17, 34. Yeah, let's see if that works. I don't know. Uh, 20, 17, 34. Let's try it. Oh man. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, picked up a key. Green and red, that could be a significance. This isn't a card key, this won't work here. Okay. Let's see. Well, how about this? Nope, nothing, nope, nope. What about the information board back at bunkhouse number 1? Nope. Oh, this is an office key. Hold on. Hang on, hang on. Okay, we're in. A translucent piece of tracing paper with some circular markings. That is key unspecified. Okay. Let's see. Crimson Valley Log Camping 1972 to 1973. Okay, so we're talking 3-4. We're talking about a facility that is a little more than 5 decades old. Monthly export approximately 22,000 board feet, further decreased from last month. And we have August 6, 1973. Equipment damage. Skidder engine was damaged after we returned to the logging site this morning. All workmen were accounted for in the bunkhouse last night, and so still unsure what is causing damage. I'm going to the station night watchman to monitor the equipment overnight. This is operation log, more like a security log. Tower, Black Man. I won't go through all this information. That might be of some significance. Okay, so I don't know where that puzzle, what are the clues on the puzzle? It's like the map is so widespan. It's just like I might not have the clues at all, or the clues are probably just right in front of me. That is a big pain in the butt. Huh. I see a connecting clue, but what is it? What is it talking about? Well, unless I'm going to take a picture. What I am seeing here, well, what I am seeing here, what is it connecting? This could be literally any number pad lock. What do I have? Yeah, what do I have left? That's a number padlock. That is not the truck, the logging truck, because I solved that already. Hang on. Let me try this. 4. Let's see. Okay, last two numbers, 4 and 6. 3. Let's try this. First one's going to be 4, 6, 3. Second number, scroll it. No. Whoops, I think I put that backwards. There we go. Yeah, I put those last two backwards. Oh boy. Hold on a minute. Okay. Looks like we have our next clue. And we have the old ladder. Okay. I think we know where that goes now. Oops. Wrong building. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Alright, we're in. A drill chuck key. That's all I get? I almost forgot about that key. Okay, we're done with the porta potty, or the storage house. Okay, we have a... I don't see a way to extract. If you don't see a way... Oh, shut it. Okay, so we have these gears. One, two, three, four, 5 gears. Whew. Man, this is killing me. And so it looks like we are pretty much at a stalemate until we figure out. Yeah. These things are not moving until there's some fuel in there. Wait, what's that? Hold on. Oh no, that just says diesel. I thought they were from far away. They looked like they were numbers. locked up. I need to find a way. Find a way. Oh boy. Well, I don't have any lockpicking mechanism, but can I improvise the dart? Okay. Close. Okay, we're in. Oh boy, lots of information to tackle. Okay, you got a key. Lumber production. Looks like it's heyday was between 1965 and 1970, and things just plummeted from there. Alright, so we have a key. Another key. Keys, 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 keys. You need the key. Oh. Nope. What's this? To the steam donkey. Is that? I'm not even familiar with that verbiage. The steam donkey. Oh boy, I'm gonna admit it from this point forward, fellas. I am getting exhausted from this puzzle. But it's a whole chapter, of course, you know. So I got two keys. They gotta go somewhere. That's gotta be our next step. Shack is locked. I'll need a key. Okay, let's see if one of these keys work. No, doesn't fit. Old key. Alright. Hand drill, but it's missing the drill bit. No worries. Okay, well, I tried. Heh heh. Picked up a crowbar. That could be useful. Oh boy. Ain't that something? Okay. Let's see. Let's double check something real quick. So we have another puzzle here. I'm gonna get back to that one. Okay, now we have a hand drill and a crowbar. Let's see. Alright, so we picked up the crowbar. I think I know exactly where this is gonna go. So let's try to make this easy, as deep as we are into the game right now. I think we're not yet done with this room. I had to come back for that puzzle. But I was managed to pick up the crowbar, and gotta find that box of coal that I just found, or located, I should say. Okay, crate, transport crates. And I think I know exactly where that goes. And there you go. With a flint alone. Okay, well, let's see. With this hand, or not the drill, yeah, hand drill. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Drill chuck. Nope, tried that. Yeah, but I would like to put it down if that's what this bucket is for. No. What about a rag? What if I put a rag inside that charcoal? What do you mean try something else? Come on, you can set a rag on fire. Give me a break. Baking soda? No, nothing happened. Hold on. No. Ooh, okay. Well, we gotten this far already, so we knew exactly what to utilize the crowbar on, and we know exactly where to put the charcoal. But now we need to find a way how to keep the charcoal lit, or if there's any other permanent puzzles that I have to knock out first before moving on to the next thing. One thing I will say, folks, I want to take a break for like a minute right here. Whew. Some of the puzzles in this game, it's like when you're looking for clues, you gotta go for like you find a puzzle, and then you're trying to figure out how to open it. But then when you look for the clue to help you find that puzzle, it's like a long stretch from a completely other side of the map. This is a wide span scope of finding clues here, there, and everywhere. And the amount of time it'll take to complete Chapter 2 of Aurora Hills, I can only imagine how much time it took just to design this altogether. Whew. Okay, so I think one of the biggest advantage in this game is your process of elimination. It's like, okay, it's like you visit this area, you're done. There's nothing else you can collect. Right, you're done with it. Move on to the next location and just work your way down until you move on to the next piece of the puzzle, and then keep going, moving the pieces of the puzzle until you finish with the game, and then just go from there. And then and I think the key is if you're stuck, backtrack. What puzzles haven't you completed yet, and then try to figure it out from there to move on to the next clue or the next puzzle in the game. So that's where my mentality is going to sit. What puzzles have I not completed yet? That is putting me in a position where I'm stuck. Okay. Because finding the clues in this game, I'm actually going to take a picture of this real quick. Now that I think about it, something just came to mind. It's like to solve the puzzles, you have to really think outside the box where pretty much anything that could be a potential clue whatsoever is the least likelihood of connecting to another puzzle. That's probably is going to be your clue. Cabinet will open. Hold up a minute, guys. 1964. No, I didn't want to take a picture of that one. Get rid of that. Hold up a minute. 450. Okay. 2 up, 1 up, 2 up. And then 3 down. No? 64. 2 up, 1 up, another 2 up. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I'm not thinking this through. Okay, hold on. Oh, hang on. Ah. Two up. Two. Okay, dang it. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1. Okay. This has to be connection. This has got to be. Okay. 64. 65. It's 2 up. 1 up. Four. Two up. $64, $65, $66, $65. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Yes! Got it. Nice. Yeah. White vinegar. Indeed. All right. And I think I am finished with this. Okay. Oh, let's look at this real quick. Bucket, half filled with water, white vinegar, and baking soda, all-purpose cleaning solution. Ah, so okay. I should, yeah, and a rag, preferably an old rag. This might ruin the fabric. Pour a few cup of white vinegars into a bucket. Choose. Okay. Yeah. But I need a bucket of water. Yeah, I have all the components I need with the exception of water. And I'm gonna have to get back to this one. I am at a stone wall where this clue takes me, but for certain it is a clue to something. Hold on. I need to find a way to remove it from the drill press. Huh. A drill chuck key. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Alright. While we're at it, we'll put that gear. Wait, put that gear. No, wait, hold on. No, okay, no, not there, not there. Put that gear into the machine. Lighten the load a bit. Okay, we have fuel. Now, let's see if we can do it. Nice. Okay. Where's that piece of thing? There we go. Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't think I have all the gears that I need. Hang on a minute. Ideally, I like to think that all the gears need to be moving, but do they really all need to be moving? That's the part of the game that doesn't tell me in advance. The pattern that I'm looking for here, fellas. Yeah, again, and it doesn't tell me in advance. I'm thinking that the If you guys see the colors, the silver gears are the ones that probably need to be moved. And the one that looks a little bit rusted probably don't need to be moved necessarily. So let me see where this will take us if I only move those 3 gears into place, the one that has the arrows etched on it. Hang on, I hear something. Okay, yeah. That's one of the puzzles that kind of ticks you off a bit. But then again, as I mentioned before, you gotta think outside the box a bit. Boy, those all the puzzles in these games burn your brain. Boy, ay 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 ay. Hold on, okay. Let's see. KSI. But what amount of pressure do I put in just to get this machine working? I need information, that's the thing. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. A way to clean it? Hold on. Okay, I'm overthinking this. I'm thinking that the bucket of water that was shared on that list. Maybe I don't need to get a bucket of water from the sink. I can get it from the lake. Yeah, that. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay, let's go back. Okay. Okay, I got my solution. Yeah. Okay. So that's what they called this, the Tannenbaum Logging Company. It's called the Steam Donkey. Again, never heard of that verbiage before. Steam Donkey. All right. Timber. Horsepower 75. Pull weight max 12,000 pounds. Max steam pressure 20 KSI. That's probably going to be your go-to information. 20 KSI. Okay, one on the left goes up 2 on a crank. Second goes 1, and the third goes 2. All right. Okay. Hey. 14, 15, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. Hold on. 14. No, that's correct. Oh, wait, yeah. Hey, why did it reset? What the hell? Okay, look at that again. Look at it again. Max steam pressure 20 KSI. Ugh, damn it. Fill firebox with coal and ignite it. Regulate pressure in the control valve such that pressure is in 3 valves read 962 KSI respectively. All right. Hang on a minute. Read out the whole thing. For safety, the pressure is designed to reset if the pressure falls outside the safe range in any of the 3 valves. Activate winch using the control arm at the front of the steam donkey. Alright, 962. Damn it. Oh, you ain't gonna make that one easy, huh? Okay. Yes. All right. We're in business, fellas. You know what? In a realistic scenario, I would cover my face because what if that thing snaps off and it's so much force hits you in the face, you're probably gone. If this used to be a thing back in the day, I can see why it's probably not a thing nowadays. That is a massive safety hazard. Okay. Alright, we're in. Sheet of plywood seemed to be in these. Okay, at around the start of, not necessarily the start of the game, but at the start of when I traveled to this second part of the of this entire game map, I remember something that mentioned about the plywood. Okay. Eight, 4, King, 6, 10. Eight of hearts. Oh. 8, 4, King, 6, 10. Okay. 3, 8, 5, Ace, Queen. Okay. And then we have 6, 2, 9, 3, 7. Okay, we're in. A crank for some sort of mechanism. Mostly junk. It does look familiar. Okay. Now we're starting to get to a point where I'm pretty much just hoarding pictures, so I got to get rid of some of this. So this one, yeah, because if I just hoard the pictures, I'm just making it harder myself just to backtrack where I need to be. So I think we're done with this one. We just finished this one. I'm done with the all-purpose. Done with this. Solve that one. Keep that one. Get rid of that one. Don't know where that's significant since, but I'm gonna keep it. Get rid. Solved. Okay. And we're down to 4 pictures. Box filled with nails. Could be useful. I need to find a way to the top. The ladder is in pieces. Okay, we're done with the crank. We're done with the steam donkey. Okay, now I wonder if this crank can be utilized for something. No. Yeah, I wonder who was the dummy that put the log in there. Yeah, poor architecture for a 2-for-1 for the log to be stuck and the log big enough to actually block the door. Da 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 dee nee 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 nee. One thing I still haven't figured out is where does that key sit? Normal key, lots of old papers. No time to sleep. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's not much else here. Okay. S. Green. Red. Okay, blue. Okay. Well, so that's where it sits. Just to kind of recap, guys, here's your clue on the board game. I can't get it out of my head right now. I'm just like fried with all these puzzles. That's your clue number 2 on the board game. Where's the domino one? No, wait. Yeah. And that's your 3rd clue for that board game. So I think I'm looking for one more clue on the remaining blue and red piece in the center right there. Not the blue and red one in the corner. That blue and red one towards the center. But does it open something? If I put all the pieces right in accordance with the clue. Or is this like a clue of another clue? I think right where we're sitting, fellas, I need to find clue number 4. Well, where can I find it? Okay. Bunkhouse 1, bunkhouse 2. I looked in here. Information board, there's nothing there. Okay, nothing in the toilet or the storage, whatever it is, outhouse. Let's see. Look there. No, can't get to that door yet. Donkey, crane, fuel, car. Can we go any further in there? Hey, hold on. There you have it, fellas. Okay. I just thought I'd just tried that right now. Okay, so that's 1 key. At least it lightens the load out of my stuff. Helps makes things easier, obviously. Okay, so at this deep in the game, I should be getting close to finishing the game. Gotta be. Okay, 15, red and blue. Okay, so obviously I can't necessarily rotate the screen, but that's probably where that final red and blue piece is going to sit. Let's see, 15. Okay, so it did open a box. 2nd key. I think I know exactly where that goes. It's worth trying. Okay, that's going to be key number 2. Alrighty, folks, all I got left is this plywood sheet, crank, box of nails, rifle scope. But where is that 3rd key? So I just newly visited this one. Let's see. Am I missing anything else? Anything whatsoever? Mostly just old junk. Let's see. Let me see if I can actually take the ladder from the diesel. Can I take it? Okay, yeah. Yeah, you don't need access to it anymore. Okay. Okay. Department of Environmental Integrity. Alright. Here, Muzz Johnson, it has come to my attention of the Department of Environmental Integrity that your establishment, the Crimson Valley Logging Camp, has been in violation of Aurora Hills environmental bylaws. These regulations were enacted shortly after the designation of Aurora Hills as a national park and help ensure the ecological integrity of the surrounding region. Specifically, we cite infringements upon these 3 following bylaws. AH Bylaw 17, paragraph 3, subsection 8, 22.1, paragraph 5, and 29, paragraph 1, subsection B. These infringements represent a serious violation of the established laws designed to protect the community of Aurora Hills and the surrounding national park. Due to the severity of these infractions, you will have exactly 30 days to comply with the above bylaws. Continued failure to comply with the result will result in fines, revocation of logging permits, and possible closure of the Crimson Valley logging camp. Thank you for your understanding. Head of Department of Environmental Integrity. Wow. Why show me this? In these puzzle games, everything is a clue. Okay, so from where we're sitting right now, I have very little in my inventory, so there's got to be another puzzle in there somewhere. Let me look at something real quick. This is another one where you find a clue on one end of the map, then you gotta find that clue that connects to a puzzle on the completely other side of the map. Okay, this has got to be it. Let's see. No, I am certain it works. Okay. OOX. It's going to be square. XX. Okay. XO. Oops. Yeah. Okay. An old hammer. Okay. That may be for the logging. Let's see if that's for the log. And once again, process of elimination, I would think it goes for the log. Okay, yeah. Hang on a minute. Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, yeah. Okay, so that was my answer right there all this time. So okay. Now, let's see where this water goes. Okay, that mill is running, functioning. It's like, what do we do now? I hardly have anything left. All I have left is the rifle scope, and now what do I do from this point forward? Oh, wait. We think something's missing here. No, it wouldn't be the rifle scope. Hold on a minute. Hold on. I think I forgot something. Yes, okay. I thought that was actually all part of the wall this whole time. Wait a minute. Alright. Ooh, let's see where this goes. Nice. Ooh. Hold on. Nice. Okay, now the piece of wood has been moved. Wait. There we go. Nice. The final key. All right, folks, we're out of here. Let's go. Oh, my God. There's your tower. Folks, I hate to leave it on a cliffhanger, but I'm going to end it from right here. This is going to be part 1 of Aurora Hills chapter 2. I need to take a break. Alrighty, guys. If you guys want to support, don't forget to support. Sponsor at the top of the screen. Don't forget to subscribe. Twitch, YouTube. You can subscribe to both. With that being said, fellas, I'm your host, DZPalomino. We'll be back. And I'll see you guys in the next puzzle.